Hello YouTubes, what is up? Welcome back to another video. It is your boy Strem, and we are here with week 1 of the IBA. This is our team builder, not the battle. Sorry to disappoint, the battle will go up tomorrow morning. And this is week 1, baby. This is the first week. We want to start off on a great foot. We are up against Taechichu and the Dashing Dittos. Check out her channel as well. She's a great content creator. Now, I guess before we get into any of it, we did do a draft analysis video, so I do recommend checking that out if you haven't already. But right now, this is what we got. For the boys, we have G-Max, Gengar, Chansey, Tangrowth, Lycanroc, Duskform, Obstagoon, Claydol, Flareon, Magnezone, Primarina, Scyther, and Sock. This is our entire team. Obviously, we can't take every Pokemon this week. We'll only be taking 6 against the Dashing Dittos. And let's check out her team. Why not? Everybody is 0-0 right now, so we don't need to talk about the whole league. This is week 1, like I said. So, you know, we want to start off on a good foot here, but I don't have many stats to go over with you or anything like that. This just is what it is. So, Taechichu's team. Very scary team. She has Gigantamax Venusaur, which sniped for me. It was the first overall pick in the draft. I think everybody wanted to use the new G-Max forms and all that. And unfortunately, you know, we picked 9th, not 1st, so we couldn't get our old boy Venu. I wish we did. She also has Tyranitar, very scary. Ditto, equally as scary. Slap a choice scarf on that thing with Imposter, and you're in for trouble. I don't really know how to prep for Ditto, if I'm being completely honest. Next, we have Morpeko. She loves Morpeko. Ninetales for a Sunsetter for the Venusaur. So Venusaur gets Chlorophyll, doubles its speed in the sun. The Morpeko, or sorry, the Ninetales can't set the sun. We have Braviary, Great Defogger. Again, slap a choice scarf on that. It gets close combat. It's very scary. A Tailwind, all those sorts of things, so we got to be careful of that. She also has Butterfree, another flying type. You know, this thing's scary for sleep powder shenanigans, things like that. Azumarill, very scary as well, with huge power, or Sap Sipper, so we gotta be careful with grass moves around it. Choice Band, Choice Scarf, I'm sure. I haven't dealt with Azumarill too much, but I know it is a threat. It is a fairy water type. She also has Lucario, another big threat, fighting and steel type. Poltegeist, I'm very scared of because of shell smashing. That thing could shell smash once and then sweep our team if we let it. But you'll see in the prep we do have some answers for that, so that's okay. And last but not least, Togedemaru, another steel type. I'm not really sure what Togedemaru does. It's a physical attacker. Yeah, I'm not sure. I know it's commonly choice scarfed, but we'll see. So this is the team we're dealing with. Very scary team, obviously, a lot of threats. If things are left unchecked, it can be super, super scary. So I guess with that being said, we'll go into our team builder and get into what we're bringing. So right off the bat, we're bringing a Lycanroc Duskform. Obviously, the first appearance of the season. It will be the first appearance for every Mon because it's week 1. We're bringing the Choice Band Lycanroc Dust this week. Obviously gets access to Accelerock, which is a priority rock type move. I think it's 40 base power, but it's also stab, and with the Choice Band and Tough Claws, it hits really, really hard, and we would obviously go first. Although Lycanroc is very fast, you always want a priority move. We're running max speed, max attack with 4 investment in defense, and it is going to be jolly natured. Basically, a Choice Banded Accelerock. The reason I'm bringing Lycanroc is a Choice Banded Accelerock OHKOs Ninetales, it OHKOs Braviary, and it OHKOs Butterfree, and does some big damage on some other things as well. So very much a big threat this week. Accelerock is the main feature of this. We're also bringing Stone Edge for some more stab, powerful move if we don't need the priority. We're bringing Close Combat primarily for the Tyranitar, as it is 4 times super effective. It also hits Lucario neutral, and Morpeko, if it's in its dark form, will OHKO that. We're bringing Crunch primarily for the Poltegeist pre-Shell Smash. Although Accelerock does a good good amount of damage to Poltergeist as well. So we do have some coverage. We do have a very hardcore stab. It is choice banded. I expect to be faster than most of the things on her team with this Mon. And like I said, we have the priority anyway, so we just want to hit hard. And it's just so good against so many of our Mons. I feel like Lycanroc was a no-brainer this week. Next up, we are bringing Flareon with Flash Fire ability and Leftovers. I still am up in the air about whether I want to run a Focus Sash on this or the Leftovers for extra bulk. We're running Flare Blitz, Roar in case of setup, Scorching Sands, which is a new ground type move that can burn passively, and Will-O-Wisp again if we just want to straight up 100% burn somebody. This is again for the Butterfree, mainly for the Venusaur. We can basically 1v1 the Venusaur as long as it's not in Gigantamax form with a Flare Blitz. We're very specially defensive Flareon, so we have full special defense investment with 4 in speed and 252 in HP. We also have a careful nature to boost our special defense, so very, very, very specially defensive Flareon. But it hits very hard on the Venusaur. I think we can OHKO with a Flare Blitz as long as it's not max defense. It's also good against Togedemaru a little bit. It can beat Butterfree as well, so Flareon, good for all that. Also brings the Roar option in case we think we're going to get set up on. Like if this thing is in against Poltergeist, I just Roar every single time. Next up, we are bringing the Tangrowth. Also, I'm not revealing any of the nicknames yet. They're going to be surprises for week 1, obviously, so no nicknames on the Pokemon. We are bringing our shiny Tangrowth. We are bringing a max defense Tangrowth with 252 in HP, 252 in defense, 4 in Speed F. And we're actually running a relaxed nature because we are running mixed attacking moves. So we don't want to weaken any of our attacks. So we'll just lower our speed. We're already slow enough. Shouldn't matter that much. We are running the Leftovers again with the Regenerator ability. Regenerator, obviously, if it switches out, it gains 1/3 of its HP again. So we can pivot this thing in, switch it in to take physical hits, and then switch it out to gain some more HP. This is mainly for the Lucario. Lucario can be very scary after Swords Dance or Choice Banded. So we eat a close combat really, really, really well with Tangrowth, and it also gets Earthquake, so that's super effective damage on the Lucario. So it 1v1s Lucario pretty hard, I think. I mean, unless she gets a bunch of Swords Dances up. It also is not bad against physical Tyranitar. Giga Drain does quite a bit, and it can't really break through us as a wall. It obviously doesn't do well against Braviary or Ninetales, or Butterfree for that matter, or Venusaur really. But it does well against Togedemaru and Lucario primarily is why I had this thing. It soaks physical hits really well. Next up, we're bringing Chansey, our #1 pick, 9th overall in the draft. With the Eviolite, obviously, I mean, it's going to be hard to run anything but that. We are running a very mixed defensive set with 252 in HP, or 252 in defense and special defense, with a bold nature, so increasing our physical defense. This is primarily for the Gigantamax Pokemon, Venusaur. So if we switch Chansey into a G-Max Vine Lash, I think it takes max 30%. 30% damage from this thing, so we can stall out the G-Max pretty easily and soft boiled through it, or even get our rocks up or other things. We are running Seismic Toss for some consistent damage. It will do 50 damage no matter what because that's our level. We're running Stealth Rock for the hazards. We're running Soft Boiled for healing, and then Teleport. We are running for a pivot. So basically, we can leave Chansey in. It will soak any special attack really that comes at us, except for like maybe a Focus Blast. And then if we hit Teleport, we get move advantage. We get advantage of which poke to come in. So we soak a hit, then we can bring something in like Lycanroc or Sock or somebody to really revenge that kill. Teleport is really broken on Chansey. It only gets it in the Let's Go games. So I'm very excited to use that. But again, I really want Chansey to soak up these Venusaur hits. We can pretty much stall out the G-Max, I'm thinking. Hopefully if all goes well. Next up we have Sock. So this is primarily for the Tyranitar. We're running max speed, max attack, Jolly with 4 in defense. We're running the Sturdy ability, which is really nice. It's a built-in Focus Sash, so if it's at full health, it cannot be one-hit KO'd, which is really nice, actually. Really helps against setups and other things. We are running Close Combat, Knockoff, Poison Jab, and Throat Chop. with the choice Scarf. So Scarfed Sock outspeeds a lot of things that aren't scarfed on her team. And he can, Oko, obviously the Tyranitar with a close combat. He can do heavy damage to Morpeko in either the electric or the dark form. Does really well against Togedemaru and Lucario. I think we can pretty much 1v1 a Lucario there. Obviously not great against Venusaur. But we'll take what we can get. I think I can pretty much leave him in against Ninetales too. It's just a good, fast knockoff user. And again, close combat really bodies the Tyranitar. So I just want to make sure I have something to deal with that as well. And last up, of course, we have our Gigantamaxmon. We are bringing the Gengar this week with the Focus Sash. This is primarily for the Poltergeist in case it gets set up on us. I do not want to die in one hit to this thing. I don't think there's a huge chance that Tay really gets her rocks up in this match. T-Tar is her only Stealth Rock setter on the team. So we throw Gengar in. If there's no rocks, we keep our Sash. And then we can at least live one hit. And hopefully Oko, anything else that really comes at us. We're running just coverage moves. So Shadow Ball, Shadow Wave, or Sludge Wave, Focus Blast, and Thunderbolt. The Focus Blast obviously for the Tyranitar again. And again, Morpeko. There's a few Dark types and Steel types. I feel like fighting is really good to bring against her. We are obviously running G-Max Phantasm, or whatever the max move is for Phantasm for Gengar. It traps the opposing Pokemon in. So she has no ghost immunities, I'm pretty sure. She doesn't. So we're free to use that move, trap something in, and then go to town on it basically with our coverage. So we have the Thunderbolt primarily for the Azumarill and the flying types. We also have Sludge Wave for the Azumarill. The only thing we don't really match up very well against is the Venusaur, her G-Max Pokemon, but we have an answer for that. Max Special Attack, Max Speed, Timid with 4 in defense. Gengar is obviously very squishy, so Focus Sash is a great item. We could have run a Life Orb. However, I am worried about getting O-Code with Gengar. It's my first week using Gengar. I'm trying to be safe with him and just get it off. We can also outspeed a lot of things on her team. If I scroll this over, we see her speed tiers somewhere. Yeah, her fastest mon is 100 speed, and that's a Ninetales. So if it's not Scarfed, we outspeed that everything on her team that's not Scarfed. So that's really good, as well as with Lycanroc. So we have some speed. We have artificial speed on the sock here with the choice Scarf, and then we have our bulk in the middle here with Tangrowth, Flareon, and Chansey. We are bringing a lot of special bulk here this week, so we should be okay against the Venusaur. I still am worried. I definitely wanted to start the season off on a win. There's no doubt about that. Tay is a great battler. She is learning singles more and more every day. She's primarily a doubles battler, but she's getting better at singles, so just very excited for this. Smash that thumbs up button, comment, let me know what you think of my team, what you would have brought differently knowing our team, and get some hype going. Subscribe, of course, if you are new. I love you guys very much. Watch the battle tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Eastern time. Saturdays, every Saturday is IBA day. I love you guys. Peace.